Most people building a barndominium spend months obsessing over the kitchen layout, the primary suite, the open concept living room. They agonize over every square foot of indoor space. And then they move in, and the thing they use the most is a covered porch. That is not a coincidence. That is a design truth that most builders will never tell you up front, because indoor square footage sells floor plans and outdoor square footage sounds like a bonus. Today we are flipping that script. We are talking about the wraparound porch, why it might be the most important feature on your entire barndominium, and what you need to know before you build one. If you are new here, welcome to Affordable Homes and Plans. We cover real cost information, honest design breakdowns, and everything you need to make smarter decisions when building or buying. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video, because we publish content every single week that could save you thousands on your build. Stay with me all the way to the end of this video because we are covering costs, design decisions, common mistakes, and one specific design move that changes how your entire home functions from day one. You do not want to miss that section. What a wraparound porch actually is. Before we dive into the why, let us make sure we are all on the same page about what a wraparound porch actually is. A wraparound porch is a covered outdoor structure that extends around at least 2 full sides of your home, often 3, or even all 4. It is not a small front stoop. It is not a back deck. It is a continuous outdoor living zone that follows the perimeter of your structure and connects different areas of your home to the outside world. On a barndominium, this works exceptionally well because of how barndos are built. The simple rectangular or L-shaped footprint of most barndo plans makes wrapping a porch around the structure clean, logical, and cost-effective. The roofline already exists. Extending it outward to cover a deep porch is far easier and cheaper than it would be on a complex traditional home with a choppy footprint. This is one of those design advantages that barndominium owners have that stick-built homeowners simply do not get to enjoy in the same way. Why outdoor living matters more in 2026. Here is something worth paying attention to. In 2026, the way people think about outdoor living has fundamentally shifted. Industry research from decorators confirms that homeowners are no longer treating outdoor spaces as afterthoughts. People are now deliberately reallocating investment toward spaces that are visible, functional, and emotionally meaningful, moving beyond just the backyard to areas like front porches and entryways that can become true extensions of daily life. What that means for you as a barndominium owner or builder is simple. Your outdoor living space is no longer just a nice extra. It is a core part of your home's value proposition, your lifestyle experience, and your resale potential. A well-designed wraparound porch signals something to the market and to the people who live in the home. It says this property was designed for real life, not just for photographs. The outdoor living design trends for 2026 are also pushing toward what professionals call multi-zone layouts, meaning spaces deliberately designed for separate functions like dining, relaxing, and entertaining, all within a single connected outdoor environment. A wraparound porch is the perfect structural foundation for exactly that kind of zoned outdoor living, because you naturally have distinct sides of the home to work with. The real value a wraparound porch adds. Let us talk money because this is an affordable homes channel and we are not going to skip the numbers. According to current 2026 data from Angie, a wraparound porch costs between $50 and $150 per square foot installed, with most projects landing between $6,000 and $18,000 for a standard wraparound design, though larger or more detailed, builds can reach $60,000 or beyond on a big property. That sounds like a significant investment, and it is. But here is what you are buying. First, you are buying usable square footage that costs far less per square foot than interior finished space. Interior barndominium living space runs between $150 and $250 per square foot or more, depending on your finishes and region. Covered porch square footage gives you genuinely livable outdoor space at a fraction of that cost. Second, quality porch installations consistently return between 70 and 84% of the investment at resale, particularly in warmer climates where outdoor living is highly valued, which describes most of the regions where barndominiums are most popular. Third, And this is the part people underestimate. A wraparound porch makes the entire exterior of your barndominium look more intentional, more finished, and more residential. One of the honest criticisms of barndo builds is that a plain metal box on a rural lot can look industrial rather than like a home. A wraparound porch immediately transforms that perception. It softens the facade, adds visual depth, and creates the feeling of a house that was designed with care. On a sales listing or an appraisal, that visual credibility matters. How? A wraparound porch changes the way you live. Now, here is where we get into the part of this conversation that no floor plan website will ever fully capture, because it is not about dimensions. It is about how your daily life actually feels inside a well-designed barndo with a wraparound porch. Imagine your primary bedroom has a door that opens directly onto the porch. You wake up, you do not walk through the house, you step outside to watch the sunrise with your coffee before anyone else is awake. That is not a luxury resort experience. That is just Tuesday morning on your property when you designed your barndo the right way. Imagine your living room and your covered porch share a wall of large glass doors. On a pleasant evening, those doors slide or fold open and your indoor space and outdoor space become one continuous room. Your effective living room just doubled in size without adding a single interior square foot. That is what great indoor-outdoor flow actually means in practice, and a wraparound porch makes it possible on multiple sides of your home simultaneously. Imagine you are hosting a gathering. The kitchen is inside, the dining is on the east side of the porch, the seating and fire pit conversation area is on the south side, and the kids are visible from the seating area on the north side where the yard begins. Your guests spread out naturally across distinct zones, and the event flows without anyone feeling crowded. That kind of effortless entertaining layout does not happen by accident. It is the direct result of having a wraparound porch that gives you multiple distinct outdoor zones to work with. Design decisions that make or break your porch. Not every wraparound porch is created equal, and this is where a lot of barndo owners make expensive mistakes. Here are the decisions that matter most. Depth is the single most important variable. A 4-foot porch looks good in a rendering and is nearly unusable in real life. You cannot fit a rocking chair and a side table on 4 feet of porch without bumping into the railing every time you move. A minimum of 8 feet of depth is where a porch starts to become genuinely functional. 10 to 12 feet is where it becomes truly livable. The Build Max BM 2208 plan, for example, gives you a wraparound porch at a depth that actually supports real furniture arrangements, and that is no coincidence because designers who specialize in barndo plans understand this. Ceiling height on the porch matters more than most people expect. A low porch ceiling feels oppressive, particularly on a tall barndominium where the interior has soaring ceilings. Matching or complementing the interior ceiling height on your porch creates a sense of continuity that feels right. Exposed timber ceiling details, like what Remuda Building used on their wraparound porch project, add character and warmth to what could otherwise feel like a plain covered walkway. Access points are everything. A wraparound porch that you can only enter from one door is not a wraparound porch in the functional sense. It is a long, narrow hallway outside. The whole point is that multiple rooms in your home connect directly to the porch. Ideally, your primary suite has direct porch access. Your main living area has large doors or windows that open to the porch. Your dining area connects naturally to an outdoor dining zone on the porch. Every connection point you add multiplies the usefulness of the entire structure. Roof integration is where the cost can run away from you if you are not careful. The most cost-effective wraparound porches are designed into the original barndominium plan with a continuous roofline extension. Adding a wraparound porch as an afterthought on an existing structure requires more complex roofing work, potential structure modifications, and can cost significantly more per square foot than building it into the original design. If you are in the planning phase right now, this is the most important thing you can take from this video. Design the porch in from the beginning. The hidden costs you need to budget for. We have talked about the core construction cost, but a wraparound porch has several additional cost layers that are easy to miss in an initial estimate. Electrical is almost always underestimated. Ceiling fans on a porch are not optional in most climates. They are a functional necessity that makes the difference between a porch you use 6 months of the year and one you use 11. Each ceiling fan with a light fixture runs from $60 to $1,200 depending on quality, plus the electrical rough-in and installation cost. Adding outdoor outlets for a future kitchen setup, speakers, holiday lighting, or working from your porch adds more. Budget for electrical from the start. Permits are real. Building permits for outdoor structures like a porch typically run from $150 to $2,000 depending on your county, and some rural jurisdictions are surprisingly strict about porch additions to metal building structures. Check with your local building department before finalizing your budget. Foundation type affects both cost and longevity. A concrete slab foundation for your porch runs $5 to $10 per square foot. Wood deck framing on piers runs $4 to $7 per square foot, but requires more maintenance over time. In flood-prone areas, pier and beam is often the only practical choice and runs $7 to $11 per square foot for the base alone. Ongoing maintenance is the cost that never shows up in a build quote, but absolutely shows up in your bank account over time. Pressure-treated wood looks great initially, but requires yearly sealing at around $20 to $50 per treatment plus your time. Composite decking costs more upfront, running $4 to $13 per square foot, but requires almost no ongoing maintenance and holds up better in climates with heavy rain, humidity, or freeze-thaw cycles. On a barndominium where the rest of the structure is metal and extremely low maintenance, using pressure-treated wood on your porch can create an odd maintenance mismatch. Composite or concrete porch flooring materials are worth the premium for most barndo owners who chose the build type specifically because they wanted low-maintenance living. The design move that changes everything. Here is the section I told you to stay for. And this is a genuine design insight that applies whether you are building from scratch or modifying an existing plan. The single move that changes how your wraparound porch functions is connecting it deliberately to your kitchen. Not just to the living room, which most plans already do. The kitchen connection is the one that unlocks outdoor entertaining in a way that nothing else can match. When your kitchen has a large pass-through window to the porch, or a sliding door with a built-in counter extension, or direct outdoor access to a prep and grill zone on the porch, cooking for a group stops feeling like isolation. You are no longer stuck inside while everyone else is outside. You are part of the gathering. Food goes directly from the kitchen to the porch dining zone without a long interior journey. The flow of a party or a family dinner changes completely when the kitchen and the porch are functionally connected. Several of the best barndo plans with wraparound porches built in 2026 are incorporating this specifically. The kitchen island is positioned to face the outdoor wall. The porch extends on the kitchen side of the home, and the result is a cooking and entertaining experience that feels intentional and generous rather than disconnected. If you are working with a plan that does not have this, it is one of the modifications worth bringing to your designer before you finalize the drawings. What to do next? If you are in the planning phase of a barndominium build, the conversation to have with your designer is not about whether to include a wraparound porch. The conversation is about how deep to go, which sides to prioritize, how many access points to build in, and how to integrate the kitchen connection. Those 4 questions will determine whether your porch becomes the best part of your home or just a nice thing to photograph. If you are looking at existing plans, look specifically for porch depth listed in the specifications. Any plan that does not disclose porch depth clearly is worth questioning. Look for plans that show direct access from multiple rooms. Look for plans where the roofline extension is designed as part of the original structure rather than added on. And if you are already in a barndominium without a wraparound porch and you are considering adding one, the most important first step is a structural consultation, because attaching a new roofline to an existing metal structure involves engineering considerations that vary significantly by building manufacturer and original design. Here is the honest truth about wraparound porches and barndominiums in 2026. People are building larger indoor spaces and using smaller portions of them than any previous generation. At the same time, people who invest in quality outdoor living consistently report higher daily satisfaction with their homes. The research backs this up. The resale data backs this up. And anyone who has spent an evening on a deep-covered porch watching a storm roll in from the south will tell you no square footage of interior space competes with that. Your barndominium is on land. You chose land intentionally. A wraparound porch is how you actually live on it, not just own it. If this video helped you think through your build differently, please share it with someone who is in the planning process. It genuinely helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you have not already, and check out the video on the screen right now for more barndominium design content. We will see you in the next one.